Carthage. Just the name sent shivers down Roman spines. A generation earlier, these North African titans had pushed Rome to the brink. The First Punic War was a clash of civilizations, a fight for control of the Mediterranean Sea. Rome, against the odds, had emerged victorious. But victory came at a terrible cost. Roman blood had soaked the sea, their losses staggering. The memory of this bitter conflict of near defeat lingered in the Roman psyche. And now, a new generation of Carthaginians, led by a general of almost mythical ability, was on the march. His name was Hannibal Barca. Hannibal was no ordinary foe. He was the living embodiment of Carthaginian vengeance. His father, Hannibal Barca, had instilled in him a burning hatred of Rome. As a young boy, Hannibal swore an oath of eternal enmity. Now he was poised to make good on that oath. Hannibal's plan was as audacious as it was unexpected. Instead of meeting the Romans at sea, he would take the war to them. He would cross the Alps, that formidable mountain range considered impassable by many, and strike at the heart of Italy. The stage was set for one of the most daring military campaigns in history. Rome, the rising power of the Mediterranean, faced its greatest test. A storm was coming, brought about by the winds of Carthaginian vengeance. At its head was Hannibal Barca, a name that would forever be etched in the annals of history. Like and subscribe to emgotvhistory Warfare for more stories. The Alps stood as a colossal barrier between Hannibal and his objective. Towering peaks, treacherous paths, and unpredictable weather made the journey seem impossible. Yet Hannibal pressed on. His army, a diverse force of Carthaginians, Libyans, Numidians, and Gauls, braved the elements and the unforgiving terrain. Supplies dwindled. Men and animals perished in the harsh conditions. But Hannibal, through sheer force of will, kept his army moving. The sight of Hannibal's army crossing the Alps was one for the ages. The rugged landscape, the struggling soldiers, and in their midst, the massive forms of African war elephants. These beasts, symbols of Carthaginian might, lumbered through the snow, a testament to Hannibal's audacity. The Romans, confident in the natural defenses of the Alps, were caught completely off guard. By the time they realized the magnitude of Hannibal's achievement, it was too late. The Carthaginian army, battered but unbroken, stood poised to unleash havoc upon Italy. The crossing of the Alps was a testament to Hannibal's leadership and the resilience of his troops. It was a feat of logistics and determination, a journey that would be recounted for centuries to come. But it was just the beginning. Hannibal had brought the war to Rome's doorstep. The coming battles would decide the fate of the Republic. Hannibal's arrival in Italy sent shockwaves through the Roman Republic. Panic gripped the populace as news spread of the Carthaginian army on their soil. Roman legions, deployed to confront Hannibal, were met with disaster. At the Battle of Trebia, Hannibal's cunning tactics outmaneuvered the Romans, leading to a crushing defeat. The cold waters of the Trebia River ran red with Roman blood. The disaster at Trebia was followed by another crushing defeat at Lake Trasimene. Hannibal, using the terrain to his advantage, ambushed the Roman army, led by the consul Gaius Flaminius. The result was a massacre. Flaminius was killed and his legions were decimated. Hannibal had proven his mastery of warfare, and in doing so, struck terror into the heart of Rome. The Republic, accustomed to victory, was now facing an existential threat. The Roman Senate, in a state of near panic, appointed Quintus Fabius Maximus Verrucosus as dictator. Realizing the threat Hannibal posed, Fabius adopted a strategy of attrition. He would avoid pitched battles, shadowing Hannibal's army, and harassing them whenever possible. This strategy, while frustrating for the Romans eager for revenge, was a testament to Hannibal's skill. He had forced Rome, for the first time in a generation, to fight on his terms. The year 216 BC dawned with Rome desperate for a decisive victory. The Fabian strategy, while prudent, was deeply unpopular. The Roman people clamored for a return to their traditional aggressive posture. They wanted Hannibal crushed, and they wanted it now. Yielding to public pressure, the Senate elected two consuls, Lucius Aemilius Paulus and Gaius Terentius Varro, each commanding a massive army. Their objective: destroy Hannibal and his Carthaginian army. The two armies met near the town of Cannae in southeastern Italy. The setting was a vast plain, ideal for the deployment of large formations. The Roman army, numbering some 86,000 men, dwarfed the Carthaginian force. Roman confidence was high. They vastly outnumbered their enemy and were eager to avenge their previous defeats. They believed this would be the day they would crush Hannibal and his Carthaginian invaders. Hannibal, outnumbered but not outmatched, had chosen the battlefield carefully. He knew the terrain, he knew the Roman mindset, and he had a plan that would exploit Roman arrogance and deliver a victory so crushing, so complete, that it would echo through history. The Battle of Cannae was about to begin, and with it, the legend of Hannibal Barca would be cemented in blood and fire. Like and subscribe to emgotvhistory Warfare for more stories.